Number 9 says to use the graph to determine the following. Part A, the function's domain. Okay, sometimes you're going to be given the graph instead of the list of ordered pairs. So remember we said the domain is the set of all the x values. Okay, on this graph I want you to put arrows on each end just to show that that's going to continue. And on your homework problems they should have arrows if they intend for the graph to be continuing. So we want to look at all of the possible x values on this graph. So I always think about domain as being left to right. How far to the left is it going to go? How far to the right? Okay, this thing is going to continue forever in the negative direction as far as your x values, forever in the positive direction as far as your x values to the right. So I would say that my domain, since it is a set, we're going to write it in interval notation, is from negative infinity to positive infinity. And so it will tell you on the homework if they want interval, which is this type of notation, or set notation. Set notation would be braces, the set of all x, such that x is any real number. Okay, the range is going to be your y value. So on the graph, I always think about the range as being the lowest y value to the highest y value. So my lowest y value is this -5. So I would say that my range is from -5 to the highest y value, which would be positive infinity, because these numbers are getting larger as it goes up. Now, because this includes -5, I would put a bracket around -5. Parentheses always around infinity. Okay, the x-intercepts. That's going to be where the graph crosses the x-axis. So here we have 2 points. They are actually ordered pairs, so if I wanted to name this point, it would be -5, 0. The second point would be 5, 0. Now on the homework, I think it says just type the integer. If that's the case, you would just type -5 and +5. If they want it as an ordered pair, yeah, you would have to write it like these. Okay, the y-intercept is going to be where the graph crosses the y-axis. So that's at this point -5. So as far as writing it as an ordered pair, it would be 0, -5. As an integer, you would just type -5. Okay, then it says the function value indicated below, f at -3. This means I want to find the value of the function when x is -3. So if I look at my graph, -3 would be here. I want to find its corresponding y value, which looks like it would be -2. So I would say f at -3 is equal to -2.